Hi everybody, what's up? It's Devrel and Nicole again.
Hello.
We're here with 90 Day Fiance a Deep Dish, and we're here to talk to you about what took place throughout the week. So once again, we're doing the podcast and the YouTube channel and everything. So, like I said, if you hear me say things that's not being seen, it's because that's for the podcast and this is for the YouTube channel. Okay?
Did you watch a sneak peek?
We didn't watch the sneak peek yet, so we don't know what's happening.
So we're not going to give any spoilers, and that means.
So there won't be no spoilers, but I do listen to certain things, so I do know certain things that's happening in real time. Today is, what's today's date?
The 12th.
The 12th of August, and this is Wednesday, so
He's off from work today, so he's excused.
yeah, I don't
knowing
know.
The date.
I work overnight, so my days are totally like I don't know what days or what, so forgive me. But I'm a little tired. This is late at night, so we're gonna try to get this in real quick and be on our way. So anyway, we're picking up. We didn't do part 2 last week. We didn't expound on certain people. Mm-hmm. We missed a few people to talk about a few different couples, but a lot of things took place within the matter of time, and we just want to just go ahead and just go on with the episodes and everything. All right.
Right.
So we're gonna talk about happily ever after and the other way. A little bit of the pillow talks and strike back if we can. Was it a strike back this week?
Yes. I don't think we watched it yet, though.
Okay. Yeah, we didn't watch the strike back.
What did we just watch? Pillow talk.
We watched pillow talk. I gotta open a beer as we talk. And then, oh wait, so she has a drink too. So, my girlfriend doesn't drink at all. She doesn't drink liquor, so I don't think this is liquor. But this is what?
It's called pussy juice.
Okay. Like a cat, like a.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like a cat.
Okay, and so.
Makes your cat taste good.
Okay,
it's
so.
Cranberry juice, a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar, half of a lime. You squeeze just the juice in there. You can put the rind in there. What else? Oh, ice and honey. That's it.
So let me get a taste of it. It's thick.
Well, because the honey's
Honey
stuck at the bottom because it's...
Gotcha.
You can't really see, but because it's cold.
Okay.
And so we're working on it.
It tastes good, though. Okay. All right.
Thanks,
so thanks for...
TikTok for your recipe.
All right. TikTok's taking over the world and corrupting everybody.
They're canceling TikTok.
From who? America or just canceling it, period?
Well, because it's a Chinese app, they're saying that they're getting too much of people's data, whatever. And
told you about that. I don't have TikTok, but you have TikTok.
I love TikTok. I watch it all day at work.
Our dog Bro has a TikTok channel. What's his TikTok channel?
Pinky and Bro.
Pinky and Bro, so that's you and Bro. Okay.
Me and Bro.
The dog that was in our last video, if y'all kept up with it.
He's sleeping.
All right. So let's get on with the show because that's what you came here for. That's what you obviously subscribe to us for if you did. So we're going to talk about happily ever after, or we're going to talk about the other way first. What did we just see? Oh, let's talk about the other way. Actually, I'll make the decision today because it left us on a cliffhanger with Devon and Jaeyoon. Devin and Jay. I'm bad with names. I'm horrible.
Devon.
I'm horrible with names. But it left us on a cliffhanger. So, apparently, they're in good graces now. The way the show ended.
No, because the way the show ended,
It's beer.
The way the show...
watermelon.
I usually smell his drinks. The way the show ended, they were both crying because the kid was running away from them. Okay. I mean, we're not sure what happened because I think that happens next week.
It happens next week. We'll probably see it in the sneak peek if we can. But so apparently before that, things went well between the mom, the Korean mom, Jaehoon's mom, and his dad, and Devin's mom. All met up with Jaeyoon and Devin, and they seemed like they had a good interaction to a point where they came to all right, things are going to be this way. We're going to come to agreement. And
I think the mom just smiles and nods for a lot of things. But
which mom?
Jaehoon's mom.
Okay, yeah.
But I think that I think she's one of those that is smiling in your face, but because she knows that you don't understand the language that she's speaking, she's actually talking about you right to your face to whoever will understand what she's saying.
Gotcha. And the dad is the dad, and I'm a big fan of the dad.
I like the dad.
Everybody likes the dad, I think. So I think everybody comes together
He
to agreement with him.
seems very reasonable.
Okay.
The mom seems like she's covering for Ji-hoon like he's a child, and he's not. He's a married man with his own child.
Okay. So, I do see Devin and Jaeyoon. Devin's accepting the money, and Jaeyoon's promising that he's going to do a lot better as a husband and as a father.
She should accept the money. I mean, she's been taking money out of her own pocket this whole time. Why can't he step up and give a chunk of change at once?
So might work. I don't really know. I think the mom is the X factor, as you said. Jaeyoon's mom is the X factor.
But even if it doesn't work, he owes her money. At the end of the day, he owes her the money.
Yeah, that's true. So it left us on a cliffhanger. Things happened where the kid ran off. I think Jaeyoon was playing with the kid. That's the first time I really see him interact with Drusilla. Drusilla. I'm bad with names. Sorry. And I'm even worse because I'm congested because of this damn allergy season that I have. So just bear with me if I sound like a fool.
I think Drusilla is actually one of the evil stepsisters from Cinderella.
Okay, that's Disney, and that's your thing. So
I think
I'm
like 90% sure.
Drusilla is like a mixture of Dracula and Godzilla. I feel it's just weird, the name, but okay. So anyway, Jaeyoon Devin might be a little bit good for now till we see what happens next week. See what happened with the kid. Hopefully it was nothing bad to the point.
Okay.
Yeah, it was hopefully it wasn't anything bad physically or anything like that or mentally. So let's just hopefully everything went well with that. So let's bounce to Happily Ever After. Let's talk about Tanya Sinjin. Let's get that out of the way. So Tanya Sinjin, Tanya is currently show-wise in South Africa with Sinjin. Sinjin's met up with his brother and everything. So that's been going on for like a week or two, and I think Tanya met up with Sinjin's mom and sister. Mm-hmm. I think they went to talk and they went to shop and stuff like that. So looks like they're accepting her more as their child's wife. What do you see with
I think that they're just it's like keep your friends close, keep your enemies closer, because I'm sure that Sinjin talks to his family, and this is why you shouldn't tell family your relationship problems, because they remember the problems
and
better than the good things, because one thing could go wrong and then 10 things could go right, but you're not going to call your family every time something goes right. You're going to tell them about the wrong. So unfortunately, Sinjin probably does that because most people do.
Okay.
And now they're just trying to hear Tanya's side of the story, but they're already kind of biased because Sinjin is their family.
So you don't think Sinjin tries to protect her a little bit when it comes to his family?
Probably in the beginning. Probably before
he got homesick.
Before he got homesick and before she started being totally reliant on him because of her foot. What's broken on her? Her foot?
Like her ankle or something.
Okay. So her ankle.
Okay.
She seems, I mean, again, we only see this much of the show, but she seems like she depends on him
a lot more than, okay, I got you.
She doesn't really try and do anything, it looks like.
I believe Sinjin right now wants to enjoy himself. We probably want to see. We haven't seen a sneak peek yet. We probably want to watch it after we finish filming this.
She should have let him go by himself because her having the broken ankle, she would be slowing him up.
That's true, but I think Sinjin naturally by nature will worry about how she's doing because that's the type of guy that he is. He's a nice guy.
He's very considerate, and he seems like they would be a great married couple. But they both have their flaws and they need to work on them, but they don't. They talk about them and then sweep it under the rug.
So I believe Sinjin would be, I think right now he's in his home country. He wants to do his thing. I think he wants to go have his drinks. He wants to have his beers and stuff like that. And I think will hold him back a little bit and prevent him. You okay?
I got an eyelash in my eye.
So I think he prevents her a little bit from having a good time. So we'll probably see a little bit more about this as it comes to the next episodes coming up.
Yeah.
Hopefully with them it works out. Hopefully she doesn't cramp his style over there. Hopefully he's able to just enjoy his family. But Sinjin is gonna get drunk.
I'm really happy though that she didn't give him an issue to go in the first place.
Yeah, she was cool about it.
Yeah, which I was really surprised because
I was too.
I didn't think she would let him go so easily.
But
with or without her.
I just see him getting drunk.
Yeah.
And I see her having a big, and you know what? He needs it though, because
that's how him and his friends have fun.
A bond, yeah, and he hasn't been able to do that here in America. So I think he's gonna go over there and have his fun, and she doesn't need to be a crab in the barrel, because when she went to Costa Rica to have her fun, he just called her and say hi a little bit, just I want to know you're okay, and she thought that was too much. So I think what's good for him. What's good for her, I keep dropping this damn pen, is good for her.
Yeah.
So she needs to understand that. And I think that might be a problem at the end of the day. So we'll see how that works out. Sinjin and Tanya, that's how they go right now. So let's move on to the other way back. We bouncing back and forth between Happily Ever After and the other way. So who should we talk about in the other way right now? How about
Brittany and Yazin.
Okay, let's talk about Brittany and Yazin. Okay, go. Shoot.
She should have never moved there.
Yeah.
She knew she wasn't going to become Muslim. And, she has to respect his culture and his religion and his family. And the way she put herself out there to his family, they already have a bad taste. You could already see that the mom will probably never accept her.
No.
First impressions are the last impressions, and you have 30 seconds to make a first impression.
I believe Brittany was Yazin's mom is the direct mirror of Jaeyoon's mom in a way, because
but I think she's more like Jaehoon's mom will smile and be
more of a crowd.
Yeah. But I think that Yazin's mom
straight up.
Oh yeah,
straight
she's
up.
rough.
You gotta be most. But the reason why I combined the two, because Jaeyoon's mom really wanted him to marry a Korean woman, whereas Yazin's mom wanted to marry a Muslim woman.
But Jaehoon, it's just his culture. With Yazin and Brittany, it's culture and religion. So she has two strikes against her.
Okay.
She doesn't want to accept the culture with wearing the hijab more consistently, dressing a certain way, stopping her sort of lifestyle back home. And
is she still a rapper?
Was she ever one?
Okay, that's a good question. I want to hear an album. I bet you she's a little bit better than Chanel on West Coast.
I mean, at least she's funny. Brittany has
Brittany's eyelashes is awesome.
Her brooms on her eyelids.
So now you have to wash your face whenever you pray. I mean, it's not now. You always had to wash up when you're Muslim and everything prior to praying. And Brittany's eyelashes was an issue when it came to her praying.
She's picking her eyelashes over her man, basically.
Yeah, so how much is, I don't know how much these things run, like $90?
Well, hers look like strip lashes, so that means that she just puts them on in the morning and that's it. The expensive ones of those, they're like $35 for Lily lashes.
So follow my girlfriend's makeup channel. It's going to be starting next week. She knows everything about makeup.
I don't have a makeup channel.
You should. So but Brittany's very concerned about her makeup and stuff like that when it comes to prepping for prayer and everything like that. And there should never be an issue when it comes to stepping up for the person that you're with and stuff like that. So we'll just see how that goes on. She did walk off like she does every episode.
A lot.
Yeah, she does that every episode. She walks off from him when things are not going her way. So we'll see how that goes. She has a strike against her with the family, but the uncle came and stepped up and tried to vouch for her. So we'll see if that works out.
That's only gonna work for so long, honestly. Yeah. Like you can't. And the fact that she threw back in Yazin's face, "Oh, your uncle said you weren't gonna pressure me." Okay, he's not gonna pressure you because that's not in the Muslim religion, but there is certain time limits to certain things too in the religion. He can't be with you as just a spiritual person
No.
and get married to you. That's not gonna happen.
Yes.
It's not accepted, and that's just it. And really, if she loves him as much as she says that she does, she should have researched his culture and
A
his
whole lot more.
religion more before
Prior to getting
moving
that plane.
over there.
Yeah. Well,
And
did she move to live, or she's just there
She
for
keeps saying when I moved to Jordan.
Okay.
So I think it's a permanent thing. And
Well, she's in a hotel room, right? Or is that
well,
B&B?
because they can't sleep together.
Okay.
They can't be together.
Okay.
So and
Okay.
you know,
And her dad's coming in January. Yeah.
Yeah, but she's still married. She forgot
Yeah.
that she was married.
That's another thing. Like, so supposedly, I don't know. I heard today, because I listen to other things, and I heard today you're not supposed to be married going on this show. However, some people fell through the cracks.
Maybe she forgot. When
And
she
some
applied.
people fell through the cracks with criminal background checks, a la Godfrey,
Paul.
Jeffrey, and stuff
You
like
keep
that, who
calling
got
him
fired and
Godfrey.
everything. Yeah, I call him. It starts with a G. So, all right. So we're moving on from Brittany and Yazin. All right, let's go back to Happily Ever After. Who could we talk about Happily Ever After? Colton, Jesse, Larissa, and Eric.
Let's do Paul and Karini.
Paul and Karini. Okay, Paul and Karini. But they were on it this episode?
No, they weren't. But I don't think we talked about them from the last
That's correct.
episode.
Let's go on. Go ahead. Shoot. Spill the tea.
Okay, so supposedly Karini's doing her side dirt. So I think she's doing it just to...
Spite him?
No, I think she's doing it just to get Paul to send her home. Because she's probably asked him or said to him, I want to go home. And I could picture Paul flat out being like, no, you're my wife. You're staying here. That's my son too. Blah, blah, blah. The whole song and dance. So if she's miserable, it's a revenge cheat. And that's just it.
Okay, so supposedly, rumor, if you only hear, this is a spoiler. Karini supposedly, it's been going on for like the last week or so, last 6-7 days. Paul and Karini.
And if you follow Paul on Instagram, he just puts everything
out there. So
there.
Paul's been in a hospital to be for STD. So he didn't go get he went to get checked up, but he's like literally like in the hospital, like he's living in the hospital. I think is he in there? So he's in there for STD.
Scared Karini's gonna come kick his ass.
For that he got from supposedly from Karini. Everything's allegedly. So allegedly Karini's been sleeping with her personal trainer. I'm a personal trainer. That don't mean that every personal trainer is like that. Not
every personal trainer is a man whore.
Yeah, so just like let's back off of us. But supposedly she slept with her personal trainer, and I don't know how they know, but they said that the kid was on the bed with them when they slept together. I don't know how this is a thing that's a fact or even known or whatever.
I mean, the only thing that could prove that is if one of them was taking pictures or a video during the act.
So this is the rumor that's been out, and then Paul found out he has STD. He went to the hospital to get it cleared up.
But does he have one, or he just is going to get checked?
I don't know. He's probably pulling a big Ed or whatever, going to get checked and stuff like that. So Paul made a big stink about it. Karini, cops were involved in a way where they said that it was restraining orders and all this other stuff. So we don't really know what's happening as far as that. All I know is the stuff that Paul keeps putting on Instagram and stuff like that, talking about, hey, blah blah blah, this is happening and this and that. Paul also bought a ticket, and he showed it on his Instagram for August 18th to Brazil. We don't know if it's for him. We don't know if it's for her, to bring her and the baby back or whatever. But there's a ticket going back to Brazil on August 18th. A lot of things are centering around Karini cheated, and Paul found out, and Paul is they're no longer together, and they're just broken up. But this is something that should have happened a long time ago. They should have been broken up. It never was working as far as them as a couple. even
And really,
back in
Karini
Brazil.
never wanted to be in the States. She wanted
No.
to just stay in Brazil.
She
but
didn't want a green card. She wasn't clamoring for a green card.
She wanted Paul to step up more over there.
Yes.
I mean, again, if Paul loved her, he would attempt to learn Portuguese and, speak it so that he could get at least a minimal job.
Paul wasn't going to make it over there in Brazil, in my opinion. The way that he's wired, he wasn't going to make it there. But now he's in this home field. He has home field advantage. He's here in America. What could you bring to the table for me here in America? What, the 5 for 5? What, the tap
That's
water?
That's a good sale for those.
That's a damn good sale that everybody. I don't know where was it, in Walmart. But what you trying to impress me with tap? Kruger. So what are you trying to impress me with tap water? You trying to impress her with tap water?
I know. Well, he don't have much to offer, so.
Paul was not really. Paul was trying, but not trying. In a way.
He's trying to wow her with little things so that when he finally does something.
Paul did what Rob did. What Robert did. Paul was trying to wow her with the thrift shop and everything. The Salvation Army.
Robert tried it one time.
And
he realized that Annie was smarter than she looked.
Yeah.
And he never tried it again.
Yeah.
But here goes Paul promising everything to this poor girl.
With that nice 1999 Camry that he has.
With the 2-year-old French fries in it.
Yeah.
And I want to know how much it costs to board his 2 huge dogs.
German Shepherds.
Months.
Yeah, German Shepherds. How much it would cost to board Bro, who's only 5 pounds?
Actually, it was $55 a day at the doggy resort.
Do they go by the pounds or?
No, a dog's a dog. They got to take care of him. I mean, they brushed his teeth before bed and all that. They have a water park there, so it costs money.
They have a water park?
Yeah.
Why don't you enroll me into it? That would be something I want to do. We just went to a water park last week, Kalahari in Pennsylvania. Shout out to Kalahari in Pennsylvania. It's a good it's
in
a damn in the Poconos.
Nice.
It's really awesome. We gotta go back probably in the winter time. We see how it is. But that's Paul and Karini. They suck right now. They're probably gonna suck for a while, and Karini's been sucking for.
Like flies.
Karini's been sucking. And,
more than just Paul.
Yeah, so that's. Oh, and there's a rumor that the baby's not Paul's. Oh, so Karini's pregnant.
No, she's pregnant, and
pregnant
that
now.
baby
Yeah, that baby. The other baby's Paul.
Pierre is Paul.
Paul. It looks like Paul. It looks like
it
Paul.
does.
The new
He's
baby.
So cute.
The brand new. Every baby you say is cute. The brand new baby on the way is. The baby that's she's pregnant with right now. Paul's saying it's not his. I don't know if he's saying that out of spite, but he just believes it's not his. So let's move on to the other way again, okay? Who are we gonna talk about now? Tim and Melza. Melissa. That's exactly what I said. So okay. Tim and Melissa.
Melba toast.
So Paul and his Tim and his therapy cat and
I haven't seen that cat.
That cat has been dinner because that thing is fat. That thing is just a lot of good meat right there. So I don't know where the cat's at, but he's screwed right now because that mom, Melissa. Am I saying the name right? Melissa's mom. Melissa. Her mom
hates him. She could burn a hole through him with her stare.
And I think we spoke about that last time, but now this week it's the dad met up. He took the dad out for dinner with his girl.
If you were a woman and your boyfriend cheated on you, would you first of all, would you tell your mom, and then would you make him tell your dad?
No.
Same.
Would you? Your girl.
No, I wouldn't.
Yeah, it's not their business.
Especially because if I'm planning to stay with that person, I don't want my family to look at that person poorly.
Yeah.
And that's something that needs to be worked out between you two, because the relationship is just two people.
Yeah.
And that's it.
So I believe in your theory that she's trying to get him to break up with her, or trying to get the family to break them up. I believe in that theory because
she's trying to torture him, number one, but then use them as an excuse for breaking up.
I think she took the cat away from him. The cat has his own room or whatever, because I haven't seen that cat the whole episode.
Yeah.
And that thing is big. So the dad and him met up. The dad says bad. They need to break up because he did cheat. He did admit to the father that he did cheat on Melissa.
Melissa.
Melissa. So it's pretty much he has nobody in his corner now as far as her family. He's totally screwed with the mom. The dad is like now turning on him, and I think the dad liked him to a degree.
I feel bad for him because it seems like him and the dad had a really good relationship.
Yeah, that's true. Excuse me, sorry. So it's right now Tim is screwed. They don't really show him that much, but the last 2 weeks they have been showing them a little bit.
Because I think that this is it for them. I think that they're just this little bit of drama right here, so they're gonna get it all out at once, and then that's it. Because they didn't show them in the first couple of episodes, so I think they're just going to run through their little session, and then that's it.
So, say her name back.
Melissa.
Melissa has the
It's like Mel and Lisa.
Mel and Lisa. So Melissa has as much charisma as this paper that I'm holding right here. So like I don't know which one because Melissa, I can't say her name. Mel is her name. Mel is her name. Is
Mel and cheese stick.
Mel and cheese stick. Mel, the Mel part is like dead to the world. Like she's just like bland.
Yeah.
She's like mayonnaise. She's just straight mayonnaise. Just like
she's Ed's hair mayonnaise.
It's like there is what it is. So we're gonna move on from them and go back to Happily Ever After. We did Paul and Karina already. I want to talk about Asuelo and Kalani a little bit because we expounded on them last week. We spoke about the mom kissing them like they never met before. But let's talk about the mom now and the way that she asks for the money. And a lot of people online, because I've been following a lot of these 90 Day Fiance YouTube channels and Instagram channels. A lot of people that's actually Samoans said that this is not the way that they act. We don't ask for money this way. Or we ask for money, but we don't ask for it in the demeanor that the mom asks for it.
Yeah, but everybody's different.
So, I mean, it was just rude and brutal the way that she treated her son. And the fact that she's more important than him taking care of his family, his marital family, the family that he's married into, and his kids and his wife and stuff like that. That's important. And for any man, that should be the main goal at the end of the day. Right. And then secondary, I'm sorry not to put him to the wayside, but then let's take care of the other pieces of the family as we go along. But you have to take care of where you live first. And I don't see that being the case. I mean, he makes $1,000 a month. He has a part-time job now. From what I heard in real time, he works for Lyft, which is a good thing. If this overnight. So if this is going to make money for him in conjunction with the job that he does at the grocery store or whatever, by all means, frozen yogurt shop. By all means, do that and provide for your family. But it seems like this is something that, I don't know if because the pressure that was put on by his mom made him get this extra Lyft job, but now he has that in real time. They don't show it on the show yet, but he does have that, and we do know that because of his posting on Instagram. What Asuelo's mom did was pretty much...
It was rude.
It was rude, and she said that don't worry about feeding your family. Kalani's family will take care of your family or whatever like that. They have money because they're in America. That's the misconception of people coming from other countries. My family's from a foreign country. My family's from Grenada. Some do believe that everybody that's in America come with a certain... Is wealthy. Yeah, I know a portion of your family's from another country in Honduras. And they have their own belief on what Americans are. That's what Americans show on TV, and that's the problem and the American dream.
My uncle lives in Honduras currently, and from what I know, I mean, I don't talk to him often, unfortunately, but from what I know, any little bit that he gives, they appreciate it so much. Like when he comes here, I give him my son's old clothes, and if he sees a kid on the road that his shirt is ripped or it just looks dirty, whatever, he'll open the back of his van and be like, here, this looks like it fits you. Here you go. So it's little things like that the people should appreciate. But unfortunately, Asuelu's mom, it seems like she just wants money because she's in America. She doesn't have a job. She has probably no spending money of her own. So she may have been here for a couple of months and now she's feeling like, I need money. So unfortunately, the only way to get money is from Asuelu. Yeah. Because how is he supposed to know if she even sent it to the rest of the family or not? He's not going to know that.
Yeah, there's no way. So he ended up offering her $100. She felt that was below
well, it's 10% of what she asked for.
Yeah. And I mean, shit, I need $100 right now. If I got $100 from anyone, they'll get a hug, they'll get a thank you card in the mail, they'll get all that in return for $100 because I need that right now. But I'll be grateful and thankful for that. But besides the mom, the daughters were also, his sisters were also kind of like an ass behind it. The way that they felt that their mom was being disrespected, but I feel they should see that their brother is being disrespected and his family is being disrespected. Yeah. So he just stood up for it. And out of all the men, and this is why I always say, all these men on this show are spineless. I'm glad Asuelu finally stood up for himself. He's not looked in the last few weeks, maybe the last 3 weeks hasn't looked good in the eyes of people. A lot of people thought he looked a lot better prior to his last 3 weeks, but hopefully now, he's seen a ghost and he's in his in his residence, so he's now got a backbone.
I would have been out of there.
Yeah, I want to see a ghost. I see ghosts at work.
No. Who wants that?
I work overnight in a hotel too, besides being a personal trainer, so I see ghosts and stuff like that.
I'm scared of my own shadow.
But that's Asuelu and Kalani. We're not happy with the way that the mom treated them, and stay tuned next week to see more what's happening with them and all the things that they're happening with that family. Supposedly there's supposed to be a fight happening between
I hope Kalani kicks that sister's
Kalani and Trapjaw, whatever, Sharp Jaw. Her jaw is. Mike Tyson can't even knock that jaw out because she's like, that jaw is like strong.
Jaws.
Yeah, Jaws, aka Jaws. So let's move on to the other way. We spoke about Brittany and Yasmin. Okay. Oh, all right. So, before we get to Angie and Mike. And sorry, I know I sound congested. I can't hardly breathe. The big thing of this week, Monday, was Kenneth and Armando. Yeah. So, Kenneth and Armando. So go ahead. You go ahead and start roll the ball. Start rolling the ball.
I mean, I feel like we talked about them already, didn't we?
No, we didn't speak about them. We didn't speak about Kenneth and Armando because it's not crossed off. I have a checklist system right here, and no, it wasn't crossed off yet. We haven't spoken about them. They're the biggest story.
We spent so much time.
They're the biggest story.
I don't think so. I mean,
not to me. I'm just saying, like to the masses, they're the biggest story.
I think because we've spent so much time talking about them in our personal life because. Have your opinions on it.
Yeah.
I think that they're a cute couple. Do I think that they're the cutest couple ever in 90 Day Fiance history? No. I feel like
Lauren and Alexis probably get my vote for
Lauren and Alexi. Yeah, they're my favorite.
Yeah.
I don't know because they're right up there with Annie and David.
Annie and David's cute, but see, Annie makes them cute.
Yeah. But he's so sweet to her. Yeah. But anyway, back to Kenneth.
David and Lana.
Kenneth and Armando. I think that Kenneth needs to take a step back, breathe for a second, and maybe learn the culture where you just moved to. He's been out for a long time. So he's comfortable with these little, gestures of affection, like holding hands, whatever. But that's not accepted in Mexico like it is in Florida where he lived. Like it's a very different area, and he has to really consider what Armando says when it comes to certain things like that, because you don't know if the area that you move to, the people there don't accept gay people at all, and then they end up what, pushing you out. Somebody unfortunately comes to beat you up. Like, I think that Armando would know better than Kenneth.
Yeah,
And
as far
Kenneth
as how
just
it
needs
works
to,
in Mexico.
yeah, Kenneth just needs to relax for a second. And
But Kenneth believes, because he's what, 57, and Armando's what, 30, in his 30s, mid 30s, let's say early to mid 30s, right? Kenneth almost has like this father figure type of vibe going to him over Armando. He's trying to be what?
it's weird.
Well, I know it's weird, but it's but like that's what I'm seeing from what I'm seeing on the show.
Yeah.
I believe like he has like, all right, because I'm older than you, I know how it should be. This
Well,
and
he's
that.
trying to, I think, guide him towards getting more comfortable with being out as a gay man. However, Armando doesn't live in Florida. He does. He lives
He
in
knows what he
Mexico,
knows,
which is
yeah.
a very macho kind of culture. You know, you get
Antonio
married.
Banderas.
You
Yeah.
get married, and your wife stays home and raises the babies, and you go work. But Kenneth needs to just relax for a second. I get it. He loves him so much. He wants to marry him ASAP.
Yeah.
But he has to realize that Armando has a little girl who's also going to be invested in this relationship, and he needs to make sure that they have gone through every single scenario and how they will handle it before they get married and affect this little girl's life.
Gotcha. So I believe he's been there for a week, in Mexico for a week. I believe he had a little bit of trouble acclimating to the way things are happening in Mexico for gay people. I believe he's a little not gun ho, but like he is taking it a step further than I expected. I didn't think him to propose a weekend. I thought
Well,
he
he
was
said
looking.
he wanted him to go see his family again as an engaged man. I understand and respect that he's trying to show his family that he's serious about him, but you don't have to be engaged to do that. You
Yeah.
can just talk to them. I'm sure that Armando will translate for him everything that he wants to say.
Yeah.
So,
I think now it's a fine line like they're gonna be on. So like Ken is gonna expect, because now we're engaged. Listen, you should hold my hand. It shouldn't be a problem. But still, you're in Mexico. It's gonna be a
so
problem
you
for
think
somebody
he's
else
using the engagement as
to
more
get
leverage?
further. Yes, to get further. Yes.
Makes
So
sense.
we only got to a point where they got engaged and Armando accepted. We didn't see what happened yet. We didn't see sneak peek or anything like that. So we don't know how it's going to be the next few episodes, but you'll see the next few episodes, and this is what I believe. I believe he's using this engagement. I believe he had a plan. He spoke to him on the phone probably prior to moving up over there, and knew and felt the vibe from Armando that, hey, I'm not going to be like open and just out there with it. He tried to certain things like holding his hands and stuff like that in public, and it didn't really work. But he's like, F it. I'm gonna propose this, man, and we're gonna try to get it further. I'm gonna try to get this thing going, pushed if I can, and if he has to, it is what it is. So I think he's pushing it to get further as far as being this here in Mexico. Will it work? We'll have to see, because Amano still has the emotions of like, yo, chill. Like, yo, we can't do this over here in this part of the town. We'll get killed over here if we do this. So, like, let's just, like, fall back from being like that. Let's just
And
take that
Kenneth
time.
needs to see if he'll even make it living in Mexico. It may be such a culture shock to him. I mean, he wasn't
He is
sure
germophobic.
what type of food was served in Mexico.
Yeah. He has a sense of germophobia with him, so that's a problem. And he was trying to prove to Armando, like, hey, I could do things on my own. I'm gonna go to the bank by myself today. So
but then he didn't go to the bank.
He didn't go to the bank. He went to meet with his daughters in order to get the ring and set up the proposal.
That's cute, but
Yeah,
he should do something on his own.
But yeah, still he doesn't know how to do certain things. He doesn't know how to go to the bank and do all this other stuff. So we'll see.
I don't think he speaks any Spanish, because when the waitress was talking to him, he looked like totally lost.
Yeah.
Like, he should have invested in Rosetta Stone instead of the engagement ring.
Spit off some of your Spanish, because you speak good Spanish. She's like 25% Honduras.
25%.
Honduras. Go ahead, spit off. Go ahead, hit a freestyle in Spanish.
A freestyle in Spanish. I know
I'll put a beat on for you
to get me through work, and that is it. I tell them where to sign on the paper and where the bathroom is for their urine specimen. That's it.
Hey, taste this. This tastes like Jolly Rancher. No, please, just taste it.
Oh, it smells like
I know. It's
poison.
It's watermelon. It's watermelon beer.
It smells like Robitussin.
It does. It's horrible. This is one of the worst beers I've ever had. I've been drinking this the whole show. It's one of the worst beers I've ever had. It tastes like the watermelon Jolly Rancher.
It tastes like old lady perfume. Oh my god, it burns going down.
Because it's alcohol. It's beer. It's a beer. It's 8% alcohol.
Oh my god. I'm gonna wake up with a hangover.
From a sip of watermelon.
It was terrible.
It is horrible. Sorry, it's I don't know why I'm drinking this at 11 o'clock at night.
We'll try this now that we're getting to the bottom of it.
It's like still
Well, because the honey just stuck really hard.
Listen, so this is for the people that's on this for the people that's on on a podcast. I'm drinking something out of a straw.
Oh
so
yeah, I forgot they can't see you.
I'm drinking something out of a straw, so don't. She's the worst. You should do phone sex operation. So let's move on to happily ever after. Who you want to talk about? Larissa and Eric or Andre and Libby?
You didn't even cross off Paul and Karini.
I did cross off Paul and Karini.
But you didn't do it
I'm not going to cross it off. I'm not going to. All right. Boom. Andre and Libby. Or Jesse and Larissa and Eric. I'm drunk. Sorry. I'm sorry.
This is beer number 2 for him, and it is the big one.
It's a Tall Boys. It's a Tall Boys. So, who you want to talk about?
What name did you even just say?
I said Andre and Libby or Larissa and Eric.
I guess Andre and Libby, because I'm kind of sick of talking about Larissa.
Okay. So go. Larissa's life is over, but Andre and Libby is now.
Actually, let's talk about Larissa because I feel bad for her.
Yes. Okay. So we spoke about her last time, but we're going to speak about her again. She actually I felt bad when she finally said that, hey, listen, they spoke about her not being that great in bed, and she actually cried, and that's hurtful. Nobody should ever do that to somebody and totally break them down like that and totally like disrespect them to a perfect stranger, because Eric and Colt are strangers to each other. Mm-hmm. The only thing they have in common is that they had the same girlfriend and they poked the same girlfriend. You should
never talk about the last person's sexual deficiencies to the next person, because it's not right. It's not. It's like it's completely unnecessary.
Yeah. So,
and I felt like my heart broke for her when she was like, if I'm doing something wrong, just tell me. I don't have a lot of experience. I was like,
I felt bad for her. That's really like that nobody should ever do that to anybody, male or female, and make them feel that way about themselves, because it's mean, it's hurtful. And then in real life, in real time right now, supposedly what I seen on Instagram, they're still together. They were in a car yesterday. So
She
we follow all these people on Instagram, so this is how we know certain things about people. So if you're not following
she
them,
if she had her own space, like her own apartment, or even, you know, a solid friend, like
Carmen. Carmen's a solid friend,
but she is a solid friend. But she
and she was
holds
a solid.
Larissa's life decisions a little bit too much against her. Like, your friend shouldn't say, "Oh, you're going to be with him, then get out of my house." Like, that's not really what a friend is. Like, I couldn't picture saying that to my friend, like, "Okay, you want to be with him? Just be careful." But I would always give her that option.
Yeah, no, like he can't come to the house. He can't come to the house.
Okay, yeah, that's fine because that's her house. But you should always give your friend the option of, leave your stuff here. This way, if you want to come back here, you know, you don't have to be dependent on getting somebody to move you and all your stuff back here. Because if she has an overnight bag, you could take a bus with the overnight bag. You could take an Uber, whatever she needs to take to get out of the situation that she's in.
Okay. No, that's fair. I believe, like, so...
Oh, wait, I didn't finish my thought. So if she had her own space, I don't think she would be with him.
Yes, I think she's kind of with him for convenience, because that's what I was going to get into. I think she's more into him with convenience, because she's in America and she's screwed right now. Legally.
She's essentially homeless.
Yeah, legally she's screwed by the courts. I think sometimes the way the courts work, you have to prove that you're living somewhere. You have to prove that, hey, I have this residence or whatever. That might be one of her probational stipulations. She needs to, just being a person, a human, you have to live somewhere.
Yeah.
So she needs somewhere to live. So what does she do for a living? Like, we never seen her work ever on the show. When she was with Colty, when she was with Erikie, we never seen her.
She probably does the typical flat tummy tea ads, like, you know, that sort of thing.
However, we did see she was pole dancing practicing. She's in Vegas. That didn't go well. She wears the knee pads. It didn't go well. That could be potential for some money for her to come. She needs to come up. She got this $10,000 face.
But she could do, off of the 90-day fiance thing, she could do so many little things. She could do a Cameo account where she makes the videos for people as they request it.
Yeah.
Even if she did something like Seeking Arrangements, she would make so much money on Seeking Arrangements because of who she is. I don't even know what that is. Like, Seeking Arrangements is like
I'm good. I'll go there with that foot thing that you...
Yes, you can sell your foot pictures. You can sell, pictures of you doing the most ridiculous things, and guys will pay money for it.
I know a guy. No, I don't know a guy. I know a girl that told me about a guy asking her to take a video of her brushing her teeth.
Things like that is what Seeking Arrangements is for. Yeah. They want to watch you zipping up your boots when you get dressed. They want to watch you drinking out of a straw.
Okay, let's move on. Let's move back to Larissa and Eric, because you about to promote a whole... We're about to get a different audience that we don't even want to get into. But I want to go back.
I'm just trying to give Larissa little career options over here. Get her feet on the ground.
Seeking Arrangements. Go to seekingarrangements.com and promo code is 15603. Just and I don't know. So it's
or Sophia Gray.
All right. So I want to go back because you said it's something I missed back in the Asuelo and Kalani thing that I want to go back to, right? Because even though we bouncing back and forth and we spoke about Larissa, I know we just talked about Larissa, but Asuelo and Kalani, what I want to go back to is that, because you mentioned it in the Larissa thing, the show and all this other stuff, maybe Asuelo's mom sees that Asuelo's on TV, right? And she probably believed that he's making like Hollywood money.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So because she know he's on a TV show, she probably thinks that he's getting the $1,000 a week. But
she probably thinks he's getting $1 million an episode.
$1 million an episode, like Seinfeld. He
has
money.
Friends money.
Friends, Seinfeld. Seinfeld was a way better show than Friends. But
I don't like either of those shows.
So she probably thinks that Asuelo is getting good money, so he should be able to give her $1,000 as no problem. Kalani.
If Asuelu was getting money like that, he wouldn't be living in Kalani's parents' house with Kalani's parents.
So supposedly how it works, the American is the one that gets the money, right? And they give
and it's up to them
to give it to the
distribute
international
it however they
person.
feel it's fair.
So I think she might have a misconception of what's really happening, and then with that believes that, you know, I should be getting a lot more money from her son.
Yeah.
All right. So I thought about this earlier this week. I was like, maybe she just believes this guy's getting so much money from Hollywood, and she probably believes it's a Hollywood production, even though it's in Washington and Utah they're filming. So I'm trying to think like how she's thinking and why she would ask her son for this much money, just brutally honest with him and don't care about the kids that much. So that could be what's happening. And I'm sorry for bouncing from Larissa and Eric just to get into that, but that was the thought that I had, and then you kind of like peaked it when you talk about Larissa being on the show and all this other stuff and using her clout from the show in order to get, you know.
But Larissa, and all adults, listen, I love to waste money. I can do it in a second.
I know.
But $10,000 on your face when you're homeless?
No.
That is... I mean,
you could have had like put a down payment on a condo or something with that.
If your face costs $10,000, she said she got her butt and either her boobs or her stomach done.
I don't see the $10,000 in the face. I don't see what money she did with
fillers. Are
that much money? $10,000?
Yeah, if the middle of your eyebrows costs $400. Your lips, each syringe costs like $600, $650. If she has 3 syringes in her lips, that's over $1,800 right now.
Okay.
So just a couple.
Get me to $10,000. Get me to $10,000 though. You just gave me about $2,000, maybe close $1,500. $1,500.
So if she does the Botox in her forehead, that's probably 2 or 3 syringes right there, because you're going to do right here because it lifts here and then it lifts here when they do the Botox here.
How do you know all this?
Do you ever notice when Darcy cries, right here is so smooth it wrinkles here? Because I don't watch her.
I don't know. I don't know these things.
But, okay, I'm going to point it out to you next time she cries on one of the many occasions.
Yeah.
Right here is pulled smooth. Here is where I can't do it. Here is where she wrinkles.
Why? Because you got Botox up there?
No, she doesn't have Botox. No.
I know. I'm just messing with you.
But, like, if Larissa wanted her nose done but didn't want surgery, they can put filler here. They can put filler here to bring the tip down. They can put fillers in places you wouldn't even think. You know this little line that you get from the bags?
Yeah.
They could put filler in there to fill it in so you won't look tired anymore.
I look tired.
No, they make a thing that dissolves the fat under here, because now it's just a fat pocket.
You know how long I had this fat pocket under that left eye? For years, since I was like in high school.
I'm sure the 90-day fiance people are over us talking about injections.
All right, so
and our hour's almost up. We're at 53
minutes. We have 53. So we're gonna do 2 more minutes of this mess. So anyway, we didn't speak about Angie and Mike, so that's good. I don't want to speak about Angie and Mike. So moving on.
We have to. They're like one of the biggest people on the show.
All right, so how are we going to get Angie, Mike, and Cole and Jess in 2 minutes? How are we going to do that? We didn't even speak about Andre and Libby.
Who cares about them? Their kid is cute, but that's about it.
The kid is angry.
The
Did you see the brother?
angry.
No, the brother's angry. No, Andre's brother.
Oh, I think that's his friend.
The friend. He's like the New Year's baby, the angry New Year's baby.
Oh my God.
I love that fucking baby. I want to be that baby. Sorry, I cursed on the show. I'm drunk. I love that baby. But anyway, so we talking about Mike and Angie for 2 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go. 2 minutes.
Okay. Angie and Mike. Angie and Mike. Angie's angry.
She's never having a baby.
Always angry.
She is leading him on by saying she'll have a baby. Now she's giving him the ultimatum. Oh, you want to be married to me, or do you want to have a baby? He wants to have a baby.
Yeah.
He wants to have a baby, but just doesn't want to deal with the wrath of Angela, so he's not going to come out and say it. Michael's way, 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 way too nice, and he needs to stand up for himself. And again, the culture thing,
Yeah.
stand up for your culture. She is not, she's not nice when she talks about, his culture, his mom. She's nice when she knows that the mom could potentially,
sway the situation.
Yes. That's the only time she's nice. Then she'll bring her a microwave. But
and bring her some pizza. And
thank
so
God
on and so
she
forth.
liked that pizza. I mean, who knows if she liked it just because...
Yeah, she just said it. Because the mom is understanding that sometimes you just have to assimilate to different cultures.
That was degrading,
yeah,
what Angela did to him that day. She knows that the culture is that the woman cooks.
Oh, we're frozen.
Oh,
we're back.
She knows that the culture is that the woman cooks, and why not just go with it? It's one day. Is it going to kill you for one day? And I don't know what happened in her past that she's so, not that you have to bow down to your husband, but if you know that his culture is that the women, cater to him, just appease his family by saying, yes, I'm going to cater to him. And then when you're in your own house with him, then you discuss what you're willing and not willing to do.
That's true. So we're at the 56-minute phase of this episode. So we're going to keep it short here, under an hour as we do last time. We spoke about everybody. We didn't get to speak much about Andre and Libby. That's fine. We didn't speak at all about Cole and Jesse. That's also fine. Or Tom and Dorsey. We'll wait to do that next time. Jen and Summit wasn't really on the show this week. And Baby and Ariella, is that name?
Yes, Ariella.
Yeah, we didn't speak about them either. But, they wasn't featured on the show this week. But we'll see more about them next week and everything like that. This was 90 Day Fiance, The Deep Dish. It's me and Nicole again, Devin, Nicole. We'll see you next week with another show, another other topics about everybody on the show and speaking about them. If you want to hit us up, please like and subscribe. Leave a comment in the bottom. We'll definitely answer any questions. This is for our YouTube
and give
viewers.
us your opinion about what you would do with certain situations that we talked about. Would you be willing to switch to another religion to marry someone? So...
yeah, and that's it. So, like and subscribe, tell a friend, share this, and we're Devin Nicole, and I'm going to give her a kiss because she's cute. Bye.
Bye.
Talk to you later.